Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be infusing oil. So there are many reasons why you would want to infuse oils. One, just to eat, making salad dressings or dressing greens or to cook with. And coconut oil is fabulous for the cooking and olive oil for the dressings. You can infuse oil to make body products. Or like massage oils, lots of reasons to infuse oils. And there are a couple different ways to do it. So the first, maybe the easiest way is to get your dry plants or your dry wilted, so we'll talk about that in a second, plants, put them in a mason jar, cover with oil, cover, and then with a cloth or a lid, and then store in a cool, dry place for about a month and then strain. There's one method. The second method is a crock pot method, which I'll teach you and I'll share about at some point. And then the third method is the quickest. So this is my favorite for when I need an oil quickly or when I am infusing coconut oil. The first method does not work so well for coconut oil because if it's above 76 degrees, it turns solid. So this is a good one, my favorite, because it stays liquid and it just infuses really well. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. So you need a double boiler like what we have here. So there's 2 pots in a double boiler, water on the bottom, and we really don't want this much steam because we don't want water getting in the oil because it will mold or spoil. And so this means when you're using plants in oil, when you're infusing oil, they need to be dried. So I've got dried chamomile that we're working with today, or dry wilted. So say you're gonna make a comfrey or a plantain oil and you pick them from the garden and then you let them sit on a screen or on the countertop for about 24 hours until some of that or a lot of the moisture gets out. So they wanna look wilty and sad, and then they're ready because we want to get that water content out so our oils don't mold. It's so easy, and I already put, if you can see, I made some earlier today, and I'm just going to leave those chamomile in. I'm going to do it for a second round. So I want to make about a cup of oil. So I'm going to do about 3/4 of a cup of the herbs. So chamomile in this case, we are doing a chamomile month. This amazing plant. And I'm going to make some chamomile lemon biscuits, cookies for tea time. And we're gonna crumble some of the dried chamomile flowers into the dough, and we're going to use chamomile infused coconut oil to make the cookies or the biscuits. So it's like double camo whammy here. And then a cup of oil. So this could be coconut oil. This could be olive oil. If it's olive oil, you want to make sure you just leave it on a really low temperature, like low, the stove top, I'll show you, because it's got a low smoke point. You could do avocado oil, like a plantain infused avocado oil for cooking. I love plantain for all things gut related, and I love infusing oils with plantain. So this is pretty much it. If you can do this, you can infuse oils on the stove top in a double boiler. Now, I had the heat up high because I wanted to get the water going. The water's going now. You can see it steaming a little bit off of this side. So I'm just gonna turn it down because, again, we don't want any water, whether from steam or otherwise, in the pot. So I'm just gonna give this a nice little stir to incorporate, leaving it on low. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to leave this to infuse. You want to do a minimum of an hour, even better about 2 to 4. The longer, obviously, the more intense, the more saturated, the more medicinal, the more flavorful. So I'm going to do, I'll do probably about 2 hours today is what I'm thinking. You definitely don't want to leave the house when this is going on. Something to be mindful of as well. Maybe about once every 45 minutes, check the water level in the bottom of the double boiler. As you could see, some steam escapes. So you want to make sure you've just got a nice roll and that there's nothing, you don't want to leave it empty and let it burn. So let me show you what this looks like. So we've just got a nice melted oil. Oh my gosh, this chamomile oil is going to be incredibly calming. It's going to be very soothing to your body. It is going to be soothing to your stomach. So, even make some chamomile tea and put a little bit of chamomile infused coconut oil in there would be lovely. You can use it in your cooking. So it's great. It's good for a sore throat. It's good for upset stomach, like I said. It's good for calming down. Excellent digestive after dinner. So you can figure out ways to use coconut infused or herb infused coconut oil. So I'm going to let this go and I'll come back in about 2 hours and show you how to take it from this to a usable format. All right, we're back and my kitchen smells really good. And this part, all you need a strainer or a cheesecloth or a nut milk bag, something to strain out the oil. So just be mindful with the steam and let the water, if there's any water on the bottom of the pan. You probably want a wide mouth jar just because it's easier to get the oil out if you're using coconut oil, and it's probably going to solidify in the future. So really, see that oil? Nice. I am just going to pour it, being very careful, making sure not to get any water in there. Water from the bottom of the pan, the bottom of the pot. And look at this yellow, gorgeous, beautiful chamomile color. This is going to be so delicious in the lemon chamomile biscuits that we're making for tea time. So here's something to note. If you are using dried herbs, once it's cooled down a bit, you can squeeze it like this, or if it's in a bag, you can squeeze it to make sure you get all of that good oil out. Now, if you have used, let me wipe off my hands for a second. If you have used fresh plants or leaves that you dry wilted, don't squeeze, because we don't want the water from the plant in the oil. So here is this gorgeous, sunshiny, look at that, beautiful chamomile infused olive oil that I'm going to take and then bake with it. Now, like I said earlier, you can put it in your teas, kind of like a little bulletproof tea thing. You can bake with it. You can use it for frying or sauteing, and it's going to be calming to your system. It's going to be soothing to your gut, and just chamomile is just really an overall panacea herb. So good for so many things. So I'm going to give it a little taste. Yep, the flavor has infused. So especially with the aromatic herbs, holy basil infused coconut oil is out of this world. Lemon balm is absolutely delicious too. I gave, plantain, although it's not aromatic, is really good for your gut. So infused in coconut oil would be really nice to cook with. So again, use this method. It's really that simple. Oh, but be mindful when you are cleaning out your pan, especially if there has been coconut oil in it. It will clog your drain. So take a paper towel, wipe it out first before you take your pan to the sink. Have fun, play. Literally anything you use oil for, you can make it medicinal by infusing herbs in it. So salad dressings, anything you're cooking, body products. I just use a coconut oil after I get out of the shower. Especially with chamomile or rose is really nice for that. So play, have fun, and we'll see you soon.